Hey everybody, it's Christina of CraftyPaws. I wanted to come on and share a little ATC that I made for Candy Tigs. Candy is celebrating 1 year on YouTube, and she is such a sweet person, really supportive, encouraging, wonderful crafter, just a fantastic person to get to know. So if you don't know her, please go check her out. I made this ATC. Oh, and by the way, she's asked that the ATC be kind of a non-standard size. So an ATC is an artist trading card, as y'all probably know, and they're supposed to be 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, but she's asked that her cards be 3 by 4 or 4 by 6. So I decided to do a 3 by 4, and I used a little scrap from my scrap box, this beautiful paper with roses on it that has a wonderful glittery coating to some of the roses. I don't know if you're going to be able to see some of that. And then I also wanted to play with some butterfly punches. I received this one right here from Priscilla Del Valle. Thank you, Priscilla. I love it. This is my first one of those punches that has different layers. So I used a little bit of black cardstock to do the outside, and then I did I used more of this base paper for the glittery background, but there's sparkle in there too from this pattern paper. And then I glossy accented over all the black areas. And I used that punch for this top butterfly. And as you can see, I did a bottom layer of another base butterfly punch out because I knew I wanted to hang at least one of the butterflies off the edge of the card so it looks like it's even taking off from the card. And I wanted it to be supported and, not to be hanging out there too fragile. And then this monarch butterfly is this punch here. And I just punched it out once on the black cardstock, and then I glued it onto the pattern paper and fussy cut around it so that it would have that layered look, even though this punch is not one of those layering punches. Then this little tiny one is this Martha Stewart punch, and I did the same thing. Again, this is not one of those layering punches, but I punched it out on the black cardstock, and then I glued it onto the pattern paper and fussy cut around it. And I really like how they look. They look like they are taking off from the paper because I've curled the wings kind of up off of the flat plane. And then I did a little playing with my sewing machine, really excited to do more of that. And I just did some flight paths. I sewed this actually with cream colored thread. And then I realized that it was fading too much into the background. The pattern of the paper was too busy, so you couldn't see the flight path. So what I did was I decided to, I don't know if it's gonna come across in the video, but I took these two distress markers. This is tumbled glass and black soot, and I just went through and lightly touched the thread every other stitch and colored it, so black, blue, and so on, for all 3 of the different flight paths. And I really like how that looked. I added some pink and pearlescent or translucent kind of sequins, scattered them here and there just because I like that magical look. And then I knew I wanted a sentiment that was kind of a little cheer. So I did To Infinity and Beyond. And I actually pulled out this little stamp set. This is one of those that you can get at Michael's, I think, for like $1.50. And I've had this in my stash for a while and have never really used it. So I wanted to check it out. And I practiced a little bit, don't get me wrong, just to try and get the spacing properly done and, have them not all crooked and stuff. So I practiced a little bit, but I was able to stamp all of those out, cut them out, and then I traced around it after gluing all the pieces down with a Faber-Castell Pitt pen in M, which is the medium thickness. And I really like how that came out because I think it coordinates nicely with the butterflies. And then on the back, I included all of the information that Candy asked for. I'm just covering up my address here. And I also did some zigzag stitching around the edge just to frame out the information there that she requested. And that's it. That's my card. Candy, I hope you like it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Bye.